Good day, everyone. I'm going to say good day because I don't know what time of the day you're watching this. It's morning for me, but this is going to be something I'm going to kind of fill in some of the, this is going to be some content that I'm going to be putting out there that is just talking about what I'm doing, what I've got going on in my life, in my career. This is primarily going to pertain to new home building, real estate development, real estate investing. So as of right now, it's been a pretty good week in real estate. So I mentioned in a past video that I have a lot of real estate listings, a little over $10 million of real estate listings. And just this week, I got accepted offers on $250,000 just raw land, 9 acres. It's actually right across the street from my house that I had listed. And then I had a 3.5 acre piece that is right down the road from my house that was sold for, we've got an accepted offer for $165,000. And then I have a house listed in the same neighborhood where we built and build our model home. So there's a certain neighborhood that we've built over half of the houses, which is, probably close to 40 houses in this particular neighborhood. And so with any of the homes that we've built, those people know that we have a real estate company. They know me. We've worked together before. So when it comes time for them to want to sell their house, typically I'm going to be the one that's going to be able to get the listing. So the cool thing about the house that I'm listing right now was this was our Parade of Homes model back in 2016. And the couple that bought the home is somebody that I had sold their previous home for in another executive style neighborhood. They had like a 5,000 square foot home. I got that listing because of a referral from another listing that I had in that neighborhood. I ended up getting like 4 listings in that neighborhood, and they were all, $600,000 plus approximate listings. So I sold their house. And then we met at this is back in 2016, we met at our model, and they bought the model, and now they're looking to downsize. Their kids are out of the house, and so now I'm listing that home for them, and we got an accepted offer on it yesterday for $585,000. So it's been a great week in real estate. On top of that, I had another client of mine, someone that we've built for twice. I've sold real estate for them, including an existing home, property, and their parents, who I also ended up selling a home to and then listing and selling their existing home. They have some commercial property that they want to sell. And so he told me about the commercial property. I kind of looked into it, and it's in an area and in a village, in a township where they are really wanting to push more condensed living. Townhomes would be more specific, and this property would be perfect for it. It's got a good amount of frontage, and when you do townhomes, you can really, you could have a 30-foot wide, you got your 2-car garage, your front door, and then everything is built up on top of it. So you only need 30 feet wide to build this. And when you're doing townhomes, if you're putting 2 of them together, it's almost like a side-by-side type, one building but 2 townhomes. And to do that, you only need to have a lot that is about 70 feet wide, and you can fit basically two houses on a 70-foot wide lot. So, and 70-foot wide lots are a lot less than, usually around here 100 feet or so is what a lot is. So looking into that to see if there is going to be potential there. It already has sewer and water. The road's already there. The only downfall could be that they make us put in a pond or some type of stormwater drainage. That could blow it because it's expensive to do that, but it's definitely a good opportunity. And all this stuff is just because of who I know, who I've done business with. I'm honest with everybody. I've done a good job for them. I'm dependable. And so you start to build this network of people. The longer that you're in an industry, especially like real estate, the more people you're going to get to know, the more people are going to contact you to help them with any of their needs, whether it be home building, existing real estate, whatever that is. So, and then I have some huge, I've got a $3.5 million listing, a $2.5 million listing, $2.5 million listings. These are properties that have potential to be commercial properties. They're just big vacant land properties right now, but they total about 300 acres. So it's really cool, and it's all in one spot. So, and we had an accepted offer on 90 acres, and it was going to be an ultimate sales price of between the two parcels, like $4.5 million. That was supposed to close at the end of September, and the developer that was buying it backed out of the deal because the business that was going to lease the property from the developer, they just never approved the property. They this developer had the offer contingent upon the business approving the property. Now, the developer let that contingency lapse. It's a whole nother story. We're kind of in the midst of that right now. We still have the earnest money, but it's an interesting thing that's going on there. And then with new home building, construction prices are still super high. They're at an all-time high. We do a lot more custom type builds, and we've already in the past been building larger homes. So if somebody's going to be building a home and spending $700,000 to $800,000 to $900,000, the fact that the overall building cost for them is $100,000 more than it was last year I'm finding isn't a huge deterrent. So that's great. We're able to keep moving ahead with things. Things seem like they're picking back up as far as inquiries. I'm located here in southeastern Wisconsin, but people who are reaching out and contacting about building. So everything is I feel amazing right now. I'll get into things more, in my personal life, and in this last video that I did, I kind of shed some light on that as well. There's so many things that go into, making money is one thing, being successful is another thing, but you don't want to just be super busy nonstop and not appreciate, for me, I've got little ones, I've got a family. I really got to savor that and take advantage of these times. And I don't want to waste that away by only looking at one thing. And that's, being busy, successful, and making money, because that doesn't make you happy. I mean, it does make things easier. I'll shed more light on that in future videos. But as of right now, things couldn't be going any better. I feel like, as far as, career, family. It's summertime. I'm sitting out in the garden every morning, having coffee, doing my devotion. Just everything's been great so far. So I've got a client texting right now to give him a call, somebody that's looking for a commercial property. And I never really did commercial properties up until about a year ago, but there's good money in commercial properties. And so it makes sense to learn about that. And like I talked about in my last video, the couple of commercial transactions that I've had so far didn't end up going through, but I wrote an offer on one, and I knew now I know kind of how to write an offer on a commercial building, equipment that's in there. And then now I've received an offer from a developer on a commercial property that didn't go through. And the way that I look at it is, hey, that's fine. Now the next time something comes up, I'll know how to handle it even better, and I'm ready for it. I know how to do it a lot better now. It's easier to do. So that's all I got for this one today, for this real estate home building vlog for August 20th, 2021. Have a great rest of the day. Take care, and God bless.